What if I told you that the most heartbreaking image of the 2022 World Cup was not the end of a fairy tale, but the terrifying prologue to a brutal revenge story? 4 years ago, the unforgiving desert of Qatar witnessed France absolutely shatter Morocco's historic dream with a cold, calculated 2-0 victory. The tears of the Moroccan players became the defining image of that night. But tonight, the hunters are about to step into a deadly trap they never saw coming. Welcome to Total Football Nexus. If you live and breathe football, hit that subscribe button right now, because the untold story I'm about to reveal will change everything you thought you knew about this tournament. Fast forward to today. The world is looking at the iconic Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts. The date is July 9th, 2026. The stage is set for the FIFA World Cup Quarterfinal. The European juggernauts, France, are stepping onto the grass to face the undisputed kings of Africa, Morocco. But this is not the same Moroccan team France easily brushed aside 4 years ago. To understand the sheer magnitude of this psychological war, we have to look at the blood spilled to get here. France and Morocco is never just a football match. It is history. It is pride. It is a clash of cultures. The tension has been boiling under the surface for years, fueled even further when the French women's team dismantled Morocco 4-0 in the 2023 World Cup. The desire for revenge in the Moroccan camp is absolute. But getting past this current French team, that might be the most difficult task in modern football history. Didier Deschamps has turned his squad into a ruthless winning machine. They have been an absolute nightmare for their opponents in this tournament. Look at their path. They destroyed Senegal 3-1. They wiped out Iraq 3-0. They humiliated Norway 4-1. And they cruised past Sweden 3-0. 14 goals scored, only 2 conceded. It is absolute terrifying dominance. But then came the round of 16 against Paraguay. Suddenly, the invincible French machine jammed. Paraguay dragged them into a dark, physical, and exhausting street fight. They tried to break the French rhythm with brutal tackles and a suffocating defense. For 70 minutes, the world held its breath. Was this the moment France would collapse? No, because when you have Kylian Mbappe, you only need one moment. Mbappe stepped up to the penalty spot in the 70th minute, his eyes locked on the prize, and calmly slotted the ball home, securing a 1-0 victory. He is a man on a mission. With 7 goals already in this tournament, the Golden Boot is practically his. But Mbappe is not just looking at the Golden Boot, he is looking at history. He is rapidly closing in on Miroslav Klose's all-time World Cup record of 16 goals. Whether he starts on the left wing or down the middle, his movement is a constant, terrifying threat. But he is not alone. On the right, Ousmane Dembele is breaking ankles with his blistering pace. And then there's the revelation of the tournament, Michael Olise. Olise has been the mastermind behind the French attack, producing a staggering 8 goal contributions, including 5 magical assists. Add Bradley Barcola and Desiree Doué waiting on the bench, and this attack feels completely unstoppable. And if you somehow survive that forward line, you hit a brick wall. The French midfield is a fortress. N'Golo Kante is covering every blade of grass, alongside Adrien Rabiot. Aurelien Tchouameni, who missed the Paraguay battle with a slight thigh issue, is expected to return like a gladiator stepping back into the arena. Even without him, Manu Kone was flawless. Behind them, William Saliba and Dio Upamecano are bullying strikers, while Jules Koundé and Lucas Digne control the flanks. Mike Maignan stands between the posts, a giant who makes scoring feel impossible. France looks perfect. They look untouchable. But perfection is a dangerous illusion in football, because while France was dominating, Morocco was quietly orchestrating a masterclass of their own. They have evolved from underdogs into a highly disciplined tactical monster capable of destroying any superpower. And they have a specific, lethal plan crafted just for France. How did they become so dangerous, and what happened in Texas that sent shakewaves through the football world? To understand the storm that is about to hit France, we need to look at the tactical genius of Mohamed Ouahbi. Morocco did not just survive to reach this quarterfinal. They conquered. They started by going toe-to-toe with Brazil, securing a massive 1-1 draw that injected pure belief into their veins. They secured a clinical 1-0 win over Scotland and unleashed a 4-2 attacking masterclass against Haiti. But it was the knockout stages where they showed their true mental steel. In the round of 32, they survived a nerve-shredding penalty shootout against the Netherlands after coming from behind. But their absolute masterpiece? That happened at the NRG Stadium in Houston against the co-hosts, Canada. It was a psychological thriller. For the entire first half, Canada suffocated them. The Canadians pressed like madmen, trapping Morocco in their own half. Goalkeeper Yassine Bounou had to make save after heroic save just to keep them alive. Morocco looked entirely out of ideas. But then, the second half began, and everything changed. In the 50th minute, Captain Achraf Hakimi stood over a free kick. Instead of crossing, he played a brilliant, deceptive pass. Azzedine Ounahi took the ball outside the box and unleashed a violent right-footed strike into the net. 1-0. The dynamic shifted instantly. As Canada desperately pushed forward, Morocco sprang their trap. In the 82nd minute, Real Madrid's Brahim Diaz sliced the defense open with a surgical through ball, finding Ounahi again for his second goal. In the dying seconds, substitute Sofiane Rahimi finished off a lethal counterattack, 3-0. Ounahi was a god on the pitch that day. This is the genius of coach Mohamed Ouahbi. He uses a deep, incredibly disciplined defensive block, waiting patiently for the opponent to overcommit. Bounou is a wall. Issa Diop and Chadi Riyad are physical monsters in the center. Hakimi is the engine on the right. In midfield, the 18-year-old wonder kid Ayoub Bouadi and Neil El-Anawi destroy attacks before they even begin, allowing Ounahi, Diaz, and Bilal El-Khanous to explode on the counter. But right now, Morocco is facing a nightmare. Their star striker, Ismail Saibari, the €55 million Bayern Munich man, collapsed against Canada in the 22nd minute holding his hamstring. He left the pitch in tears. If he cannot start against France, Rahimi will have to step up. But Rahimi relies on running behind the defense, which will force a massive tactical shift against the physical giants of Saliba and Upamecano. And the injury isn't even their biggest problem. It is the trap set by the referee. The Canada match was a bloodbath. English referee Michael Oliver handed out 8 yellow cards and blew for 38 fouls. Now, 5 crucial Moroccan players are walking a tightrope: Hakimi, Ounahi, El-Khanous, Houhal, and Diop. If any of them get a yellow card against France, they're banned from the semifinal. Imagine trying to tackle Kylian Mbappe when you were terrified of getting a yellow card. It is mental torture. Meanwhile, a massive legal war has erupted off the pitch. France's Michael Olise also got a yellow card against Paraguay, but the French Football Federation is furiously appealing to FIFA to cancel it, claiming the opponent dived. Why is this a huge deal? Because just weeks ago, FIFA used a controversial loophole, Article 27, to reverse a red card for an American player, drawing praise from Donald Trump and outrage from UEFA. If FIFA cancels the French yellow card, the Moroccans will erupt in anger, shattering the integrity of the tournament. The battle lines are drawn. Mbappe versus Diop in the low block, Hakimi versus Digne on the wings, Kante against the brilliant teenager Bouadi in the midfield. Betting markets give France a 61% chance of winning, compared to Morocco's 16%. Most experts predict a tight 1-0 or 2-1 victory for the French, but odds mean absolutely nothing when a team is fighting for revenge. Will Didier Deschamps and Kylian Mbappe continue their relentless march toward history, or will Mohamed Ouahbi's tactical masterclass and Morocco's unbreakable spirit finally avenge the heartbreak of Qatar? This is more than a game. It's a collision of worlds. Who do you think will emerge victorious in this epic battle? Let me know your predictions in the comments below. If this deep dive gave you goosebumps, make sure to hit the like button, share this video with every football fan you know, and subscribe to Total Football Nexus right now so you never miss out on the greatest football